We will discuss how to use the TI Inspire to order numbers from least to greatest and greatest to least. And typically, the mathematical terminology with least to greatest is ascending and greatest to least is descending. So, the process of ordering is very easy using the TI Inspire. Um, Basically, what we will do is we'll put the number inside of the calculator and create a number line in which you will see how the numbers are placed. So let's take a look at this. One of the key mistakes that I see a lot of students make is sometimes they will jumble these numbers together, in which we have to understand a comma means these are separate numbers. So we don't want to put them all on the same um, cell. So let me show you what I'm talking about. First thing we want to go is go to List and Spreadsheets. We're going to put X right here. Okay, and we're going to put these numbers into the calculator. So 2.3, and that symbol means that that 3 keeps going on and on and on, and there's not a symbol in the calculator that gives us this possibility. So quite simply, we just have to type in 2.3333 into the calculator to kind of replicate that. So let me put that in the calculator. 2.3333, and that's a pretty fair amount to put into the calculator. All right. The next one is the pi symbol. All right. So to get that pi symbol, we want to press this button down here. All right. And that gives me my pi symbol. All right. So now remember, 20 divided by 9. We always want to, we will need to put this in a calculator to convert this to decimal. We want to always turn those fractions into decimals. All right. So let's turn that fraction to a decimal. I'm going to press this button right here. All right. So all you have to do is control division, 20 divided by 9, control enter, and it copies it. Okay. So now to go back to that list of spreadsheets, we want to press this button right here, and it takes us back. Okay. And that's an easy way to get out of that process. So on that one, remember 20 divided by 9 is 2.22. So let's put that in the calculator. That's a fair amount of numbers to put right there. And then finally we have 3. Okay. So now, what I would like to do now is I'm going to press Control Doc, which is going to give me the options to add a few things. We want to select Add Data and Statistics. What I want to do is I want to change this right here to X. And I can see my numbers now. I can see that this number line is going up right here. So I can see that this is my smallest number, 2.222, which we know that was 20 over 9. The next one is 2.333, which is this number right here. The next number is going to be 3. And then the biggest number is pi. So I can obviously see that my answer to this particular problem is going to be D. And be very careful with this kind of process, because you don't want to click on this and hold it. You just want to hover over it so you can see that number. Okay. All right. So let's go back to our original table and let's delete these right here. And we're going to try another one out. Okay. And obviously you see this is no longer here. So let's go and delete this page right here. I want to press Control up, and this is going to show me all my pages. So let me delete this page now. Okay. Go back here. All right. So now let's try out this problem right here, number 2. This number for number 2 is asking us to order this from greatest to least. So I'm going to put these all in the calculator right here. So, all right. So remember what we said, always take those fractions and convert them to decimal. So let's go and convert those fractions to decimal early on. Okay. So we had 13 divided by 60. And I see that's 0.216667. And then 1 divided by 4. Control Enter. So I know that's 0.25. Okay. So now we want to take these numbers and put them inside of Listen Spreadsheet. So let me get out of this right here. All I had to do was press escape to go back to it. So I know that that first number was 0.2, and I already have my X at the top. Remember, 13 divided by 60 was 0.21667. Then the next one was 0.18. And then we can see that 1/4 right here is 0.25. All right. So remember, what you want to do is hit Control Doc, which is going to basically add a new page. We want to add data and statistics, and we want to change this to X. Now I just ordered this. Now remember, this is going from least to greatest. This is based on the order. Look at the order of this. So obviously, this right here is telling us to order from greatest to least. So think about it. If it's asking us to order from greatest to least, the greatest one will be 0.25. All right, the next one will be 0.216667, which is 13 divided by 60. The next one will be 0.2. And then this one will be 0.18. All right. So we can obviously see that our answer to this is going to be B. So if you notice on the first one, when we're doing least to greatest, we count it this way. But when we're doing greatest to least, we go the opposite way. So we count it this way when we talk about greatest to least. All right. Let's look at one more. And we're going to clear our calculator out first. So let's go press Control up. Let me delete that right there. And then I'm going to go back, delete, 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 and delete. All right, so last one. I'm going to put these into the calculator right here. All right. So the first one is the square root of 20 divided by 5. And while you're looking at this video, just make sure that you see that these are all separate numbers. All right, 20, square root of 20 plus 5. The next one is 10. The next one is the square root of 111. And the next one is 3 pi. Okay, so remember, we go press Control Doc. We're going to add data and statistics, and we're going to change this to X. All right, and this is asking us to determine which one is the largest number out of the 4. And I made a slight mistake. Let's go back to this. I forgot to hover down. Okay, there we go. So now we got all of our numbers now. Okay, and it's asking us to determine which one is the greatest. Now, if you remember, this right here is going up in sequence. So I can see that this number right here, the square root of 111, is my biggest number right here. All right, so I know that my answer is C. And that's the process of ordering numbers using the TI Nspire. Remember, if it's going least to greatest, I want to look at it from left to right on the number line. If I want to see greatest to least, I want to go from right to left. And that's how we will determine that. And remember, sometimes the mathematical terminology, they may use descending or ascending. Ascending is least to greatest, and descending is greatest to least. Thank you.